Hello, and welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, how's it going?
What's the crack with you, buddy?
How you doing, Mike? You alright?
Alright.
Yeah, not so bad. Have you had an interesting week? What's been going on in the world of Tony and Liam?
Not a fat lot, to be fair.
We're making a podcast, actually. Do you know that?
At the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Dabbling, yeah.
Any good?
Nah, it's not great, to be fair. Some people like it, I don't get it. You already got sick of saying the week, did you, Mike?
No, I was going to say it next. I had a really funny bit lined up, but I suppose I won't do it now.
Yeah.
No, do it. It'll still be funny.
It'll be funnier, actually, now.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to week 4, how good is this episode going to be?
It's pretty week 4-ish, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's very good, Michael.
Thanks.
Definitely needed that build up. Like.
Been working on that all week. So how have you found the feedback this week from the fans?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Still surprising.
Every week, more surprising.
I was thinking we need like a kind of group name for our fans.
Yeah, go on. This can be good.
Do Would You Rather for them so they can pick the group name.
Yeah.
But should they be called like the Ratherers? The Would You Rather Collective? Just the Big Mike Fan Club. That's probably my choice.
I would have said the Woodies, but spell it like wood with a Y.
Why?
The Woodies.
Isn't that an award, no?
What? WOULDY?
Aha.
The Woodies.
Ah, see, I pictured like the Woodies.
And an S, obviously, yeah. But
No, but you know, like the Woodies.
Why did you put a Y in that?
it doesn't have to be like spelled correctly. Like it's just
Yeah, it's a fan club, man. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be fun. Stop making it
Would
less
you rather
fun.
like the Woodies? Because you gotta put a Y and an S at the end of that. Like just otherwise you just gone the woods.
Yeah, but what he's saying, why not IES?
Oh, because that's just awkward. It's better.
Yeah, it's more less fun.
Yeah.
I think the fan club should be called Big Mike and all his friends.
The rest of them are the boys.
What? Are we the only people in the fan club?
If you have any good ideas for what our fan club should be called, head on over to Twitter and Instagram at Big Mike Pod and let us know. So are you ready for another tough week of Would You Rathers?
More ready than I've ever been.
Are you ready for everything you thought about the world to be shaken, for the walls of society to fall,
It's a pretty bold statement.
and for your true selves to really come out?
Yeah, no, I'm ready. Tony, you ready?
Yeah, but I picked a glass house last time, so be careful. Like you can't be shaking too many walls.
And with that, let's get going. Would you rather be a Muppet or have a Muppet baby?
What?
Like, so if I'm a Muppet, I'm controlled by somebody else, or I control myself?
You're controlling yourself. You're as if you were in one of the Muppet movies, but you're the only actual Muppet in the world.
Oh, what? But see, the baby, this is different, Tom.
The Muppet baby isn't like an animated one. It's also a Muppet, and it would be the only Muppet in the world.
What happened to the other Muppets?
There are no other Muppets. In this world, they're fictional.
Ah, now come on.
But a real one is coming to being.
Kermit and stuff like.
He's not real. You're the only real one. They're all controlled by other people. What do you mean? Like, you're suspicious that it's not. He's definitely like, no, Kermit's real. No matter what the world.
I told you the walls of society are coming down today. This is what I meant.
But you wouldn't have any like Muppet friends.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. That's the point. But your kid is going to grow up without friends otherwise.
Muppets can have friends, lads.
Yeah, but not real Muppet friends, like.
Be a tough out life, like trying to find an apartment. But landlord asking what's your job? It's like, well,
What is your job? Yeah, I'm a plumber. Why couldn't he be a plumber? Like?
He's Super Mario because he's a Muppet of y'all. Like you can't be getting plum juice. Plum juice.
You know what a plumber is?
Yeah. I was about to say bum juice, but yeah.
Oh.
Tony, what do you think a Muppet would do? the Jim Henson Company wouldn't hire you because they don't have to pay their Muppets.
But they have to pay the people that are controlling them.
Yeah, but one person can control about 10 Muppets.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you could get really good at controlling Muppets too, you know? You could be a
show,
Muppet controlling Muppets, like.
You could be the star of the show. You could really steal the show if you're a Muppet, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're kind of stuck to one type of movement, one type of thing. You can really steal the show.
Tony, do you think you have that kind of charisma?
To be a Muppet?
To be the star of the Muppet Show? There's some big personalities on that.
I could be the heckler, you know? The hecklers.
What, the two old boys in
I
the
don't
blue,
even know what
like?
their name is, but
I don't know what their names are either.
Statler and Waldorf.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go.
Their roles are already taken, though.
Oh, that's different. That's
different.
That's not part of it.
Let's stick to the business at hand here.
But imagine how cute a little Muppet baby would be.
Yeah, and see,
Like,
I know
how would it grow? It'd be just I can't wrap my brain around that. Like,
they don't grow. Would
tiny
it?
one,
A Muppet?
It would grow. It would grow into a full-grown Muppet, but it wouldn't get that much bigger.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to eat then, would I?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Hmm.
You don't need to be
True.
fed or watered, like.
I'd be rich.
What? Just what do you mean? Do you mean as a Muppet or a baby?
As
Or having the baby, I mean.
Either way, you don't really have to take care of either, really.
You have to take care of yourself, like, and a baby. Like, they still have emotions and feelings and need to be nurtured.
Yeah,
like.
of course.
And they could die.
Yeah.
You could still get injured.
How would you kill a Muppet? It'd probably be easier to kill a Muppet
Then what?
than
Don't-
a normal person.
Don't go down this alley now, right?
It's just like a little teddy, like, you know when you have to stitch him up all the time, like, falls over. It's
Well,
like,
fucking take care of him, like. What are you doing?
yeah, you wouldn't have to pay for hospital bills or anything, like. They wouldn't have the same kind of problems, you know what I mean? Would you live as long?
Probably longer.
You'd live just as long.
Just as long, okay, not
Just as
longer.
long, Okay.
Well, I thought, like, without the organs and stuff like that, you'd be grand. Like,
That's what I'm thinking. You have a healthier lifestyle. You
yeah.
know?
Then a healthier lifestyle.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. No, what did you mean? He's got none.
No.
Like.
Tony's been stumped by this whole one. Like he wasn't ready for the walls to fall.
No, I wasn't. The walls have surely fallen. Like,
Would you rather be a Sesame Street one or like kind of adult Muppet one?
depends, you know. Sesame Street were the good old days, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it now. You know what I mean? Hence the modern day one.
Just because it went downhill, like, it's not as good. Like,
yeah.
haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Mm.
But I love the Muppet still. Like, it holds up. It's pretty good. Like,
Found that Cookie Monster as well.
you'd be him, wouldn't you? He doesn't even need to eat. We just discovered he doesn't need to eat, but he doesn't. Like, he just loves them.
Anyway. What's that one in the bin?
Oscar Grouch.
Oscar Grouch, yeah.
Would you like to live in a bin? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just said he's a good character. That's all,
Yeah.
that's all I was going to say.
He's got a way healthier lifestyle than Tony.
Do you know what's in that bin? Do you know the danger he's in all the time? You go through that bin, you end up in Grouchland.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You never saw Elbow in Grouchland?
No.
That's fucked up shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, twisted.
So he just pops his head out for, like, a breath of fresh air away from Grouchland. Like.
I think so. That's why he's so grumpy. It's a grouchy place to live.
Yeah. He doesn't have to live there, like.
Oh, he could just live outside the bin. I suppose that is an option.
Yeah. But, like, what if you're Big Bird, like?
Yeah, what type of Muppet would it be? Would it just be a version of myself, but Muppet, like?
Like Jason Segel in the movies, like? Or in the movie.
Yeah, Jason Segel wasn't a Muppet.
Did he? Oh, no, he wasn't.
He had a little Muppet brother.
Ah, yeah. So, like, that's what you'd be like, is it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And your baby would be the same, like a little Muppet.
Yeah, just a little Muppet.
I don't know. Like, it's, like, I'm thinking for you, it's definitely not as hard as raising a baby, which we know you don't want to do, like.
It might be different if it's a Muppet baby, like,
Yeah.
a bit of fun, like.
I'd say you find it tough, like.
It is like tomorrow you wake up as a Muppet. So you still have to go to work.
I'll just be myself, just a Muppet.
Yeah, but how are people going to treat you? You're going to be a freak of nature.
And, like, you're not anatomically correct either, are you?
Probably wouldn't treat me much different to now, you know what I mean?
Still treat you like a Muppet. But, like, you don't have all your bits and all that. Fingers and toes, like.
Yeah, like, making dinner would be awful hard.
You wouldn't have to eat, Tom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've been through that.
But you could get lessons from the Swedish chef. Or the Flurry.
Oh, yeah, that could be.
Well, the guy who plays him, because apparently they're
Yeah.
not real, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. Would you go and live there and like cuddle up with all the Muppets at night? Or would you think that was like really creepy?
Like, pretty creepy.
Pretty creepy, alright. Especially if they're not, like, you know, being used.
Yeah. There's just these limp, lifeless Muppets, like you're just cuddling in between.
Cold.
In a dark room. I don't know. It's tough to say. I think I would take the baby because, like, if it was me now, it's a lot of change. But if it was a baby, he'd be starting fresh. You know, he wouldn't have a clue of what it was like
I just
before.
don't think people would think it's real, the baby. They just think you're nuts.
It's true. Of course they would.
They just think you're nuts. Like, who's carrying around this yoke?
What about when the baby's talking and like not that close to you?
They'll just think I'm a really good ventriloquist. Like,
Tony, next question. Would you take it on the road? Would you go to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival?
that would be pretty good. We could have a little duo.
Yeah.
And instead of him joining the Muppets, he can join with me. You know.
Yeah.
Did you say a duo or a duel?
We could have a duel in the duo. Depends on the show, you know what I mean?
And would you sing like knockoff Muppet songs? You're like, would you be singing the Green Connection or would you be Rainbow Connection? Green Connection, whichever one. I don't remember. I know he's green. It's not easy being green.
Yeah, that one.
I'd much prefer to do Dracula the musical.
Tony, you just want to spend time with Jason Segel, don't you?
He's just great. Like, is it Segel or is it Seagal?
I think it's, I don't know.
Seagal.
Doesn't matter. Seagal.
I'm thinking of
Steven
Seagal. Yeah, I'd love to spend time with him. He seems like a bit of crack. Could write a musical together if he ever listens to this.
Even without the Muppet stuff.
Yeah.
Tony's trying to get up there.
Shout out to Jason Segel. Tony would like to have a pint and write some music with you, whatever.
Yeah.
Biggie.
Okay. If you could pick one of the existing Muppet babies, which would you pick? Who's cutest?
See, I know he's weird, but I like Gonzo.
As a baby, he's the best. Yeah, he's in my choice. Not as a regular Muppet by any stretch.
Nah, as a baby, he looks better.
Looks better?
He looks better, like he's more cracked, like.
Just about looks with you?
No, he's good crack as well, fuck off.
I like me some Cookie Monster, like.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of them, like?
Was he not?
No.
Alright.
There was only about 8 Muppet babies.
Muppet Babies, the TV show. So
I've absolutely no idea, to be honest.
name them out there, Mike.
Well, there was Kermit and Piggy. There was, what's his face? Like, there was a fella who wasn't really a Scooter. He was, like, barely in the Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe not at all. And then he had a sister, Skeeter, maybe, in Muppet Babies. And there was Gonzo. There was, I'm sure Fozzie was there. He's the best actual Muppet, just for everyone wanted. There would have been a couple others, but Oscar the Grouch is... No, Cookie Monster is Sesame Street, so he wasn't in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so you're restricted? Like, you can only be one of the 8 original Muppet Babies? Or no, you're only going to be yourself. What am I talking about? Yeah,
be yourself.
Well, you're not going to be yourself. It's your child. Oh, I'm completely confused.
How cute would your kid be?
I don't know. Like, maybe not very at all, you know? You could get one of the bad ones, like.
Well, if it's Tony, it might come out crusty.
Yeah. Crusty Muppet, Jesus.
Have you ever been called that?
That's the Muppet character done, like. It's Krusty the Muppet.
Give Jason Segel a buzz.
Yeah.
Can we call this episode a love letter to Jason Segel?
Why not?
I could write a love letter to them if you really want me to do this.
It's better than the Instagram messages at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're steaming anyway. Sorry, Jason.
Not again.
And the next morning, more messages. Jason, I'm so sorry what happened last night.
Completely out of character for me.
I just love our chats.
I'll never do it again. Just if we can meet up over coffee and sort this out, that'd be great. Love, Tony. But if you're a Muppet, you might get a tail. And you've always wanted a tail.
I didn't know that was part of it.
No, I thought it'd be just like a little human style Muppet.
You gotta have like a little Muppet gimmick. You might have to wear a hat though, you know?
These little face. He's thinking about the tail, oh my god.
Yeah. I could, couldn't I? And it wouldn't even look weird then because I'm already a Muppet, you know?
Like most of these situations, you could become like really famous and do really well out of it and have like a great career out of your abnormality. Or people could go on a witch hunt against you and think you're some kind of like weird spawn of the devil. Which I mean you are, but they don't know that now.
Yeah. And see, another reason why I'd take the baby, because I feel I'd be able to protect him better than I'd be able to protect myself if I was a muppet, you know?
Yeah.
Dog eat dog, we're out there, you know.
Dog eat dog.
Tony's thinking it'd be crack, it'd be cute little baby. You're thinking, I gotta protect this little guy.
What about dogs?
What about dogs?
You're terrified of dogs, like, think you're a big toy running around.
They would actually, yeah.
Rip you to shreds.
Or your baby.
You very easily get ripped to shreds, you know. You get your neck caught in a branch walking down the street.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah, but it would happen easier if you're a muppet. Like,
that happen to
rip
you? Day-to-day life, you get your neck caught in branches. What's it like popping to the shops for you?
It could happen easily.
Why?
Because you just stitches, basically. You're fluff.
He's just got his neck stuck in the tree. Don't understand why. Oh God! Right.
Do you think your girlfriend would stay with you?
Pretty cuddly, like.
Pretty cuddly.
It'd be pretty cuddly.
Pretty cuddly. Nah, I'd say not. It's not me. Like, I wouldn't expect her to. I don't have all my fingers and toes either.
But you'd be you with your little like emotions and.
But nah, they'd change. If I fucking woke up as a muppet, you think I'd be thinking the same things I'm thinking now? Not a fucking chance.
You'd be like, wah, waka waka.
Yeah.
Flailing my arms around. Look.
Yeah.
Getting your head caught in branches and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm done. It's got to be baby. I'll take a baby muppet tomorrow morning. I'm not fucking becoming one.
And Tony?
I'll be a muppet.
Really?
Why not? Gotta live a little, you know.
I thought you wanted a baby, but
Baby would be a bit of fun, but that's at his own expense, isn't it?
okay. Liam said he'd rather have a Muppet baby. Tony said he'd rather be a Muppet. And I agree with Tony. I'd rather be a Muppet. I wouldn't want to put a child through that.
You're fucking...
Because I'm a good person.
Yeah, be a good fun.
You're nuts.
But let us know over on Twitter and Instagram at Big Mike Pod what you would rather. Are you a good person or a bad person?
No, fuck this. This is bullshit. You can't call me that.
Getting kind of hard to believe things are going to get better. Ha ha ha!
Would you rather smell or you can't smell? And what I mean by that is, would you rather you have no sense of smell at all, because I don't have a very good sense of smell, but you have none at all and you can't taste anything, or you smell like week old, you've been working a bit hard BO all the time?
What, no sense of smell or taste?
I think you could still taste, just not as well.
Okay.
Yeah, without a sense of smell, you wouldn't taste as good.
Yeah. Fucking hell. And there's no way you can cover up the pong, like.
Not fully, no. You can wear loads of deodorant, but you'd smell like deodorant and BO.
Oh, for
You don't want
fuck's
to
sake.
stink like. Think of everybody else. You don't want to
Yeah,
stink.
it's the other people thing, like, obviously. Well, I'm not fucking...
Well, it's more what they'd think of you, because you'd get used to it. You'd 100% be used to
Yeah.
it, and you wouldn't even smell after a while. But like people wouldn't want to hang out with you so much.
No, they'd never want to come over to your place and watch New Moon or anything, like.
No sense of smell, like. No smelling the flowers. I'm always stopping when I'm walking to work, smelling the flowers and getting my neck caught in a branch.
That's how it happens. Okay. It all makes sense now.
Is that what you tell them just when you're late for work?
Yeah, sometimes they have some trees have nice flowers at the top of them, like, so they're climbing a tree. Like.
You know, if you're stopping to smell the flowers, are you waking up and smelling the coffee as well?
I don't drink coffee.
Tony cannot drink coffee.
Do not give me coffee.
It's terrifying what happens. Oh,
coffee and me not friends.
You are like a gremlin. You come with your own rules of things you can give to things you can give Tony and things you can't give him. Well, I don't know. Like not being able to taste your favourite food properly. Not being able to smell, like, oh man, smelling food and fucking, do you know?
You get used to it though, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You get more use of it than other people that get used to you fucking stinking, like.
Stinking, yeah.
And if you couldn't smell, you couldn't smell if you smelled. It's not like a get out of jail free card that you never have to smell a BO.
Yeah, like, you lose your job and stuff.
But the smelly one, like, is just not good for anybody, like. you know, whereas the one where you just have no sense of smell is just not good for you.
How would you make that into a positive though? You're stinky like.
You wouldn't. How could you?
No, I'm sure there's something.
I actually heard about this competition for world's smelliest shoes. You definitely win that one, wouldn't you?
World's smelliest shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, would your feet stink as well?
Of course they would.
Oh.
But like, I don't know, my personal hygiene. Like, if I think I smell at all, I have to do something about it. Like, even at work, like, go up and throw on some deodorant or something.
But all the pressure would be off.
No, it wouldn't though. You know, but like, what I mean is, I feel so self-conscious about it that to feel like that all the time would be horrible. Like, so to be all the pressure on.
How would you do beer tasting? You know, you can look at the colour. You can't smell it. You don't know how many hops are in it.
Yeah. I don't ever often do beer tasting anyway. I just do beer drinking.
Beer drinking, not tasting.
I do love, like, that's the thing. If it affected the taste of beer and affected the taste of everything you fucking ate and drank, I wouldn't like that.
Can you get used to it?
Do you think?
Yeah.
I kind of feel weird about how normal you are about that bit.
What?
You love food. Like, spicy food wouldn't be as spicy for you anymore.
No, I don't think it works that way.
Well, I'm telling you, it works that way.
Spicy food's still going to be spicy. It's probably the only thing I'd actually feel in my tongue properly.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, of course it would. Spice would still get you. You just wouldn't taste anything else other than spice. Like.
Yeah, there'd be no flavour to it, just be the spice.
Yeah.
You'd probably buy cheaper shower gels.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, you wouldn't even be buying deodorant. You'd be like, you just get someone to pick it out for you. Does that smell nice?
Oh, I thought you meant with the stinky one. I was like, you're buying the world of deodorant. Oh, I kind of do that anyway.
Someone could play a lovely joke in here, couldn't they? Oh, this smells lovely.
Yeah.
Piss, like.
Cat piss by Lynx.
It's a stink bomb you're spraying on yourself.
Lynx piss.
Way.
You ever smelled a stink bomb?
Yeah, once.
Oh,
my brother got stink bombed at a nightclub once. Fucking rotten.
Yeah.
It's like skunk.
Yeah.
Being skunked would be the worst.
That's what you'd smell like every day, basically. B.O. Like dirty, fucking vinegary B.O. all day, every day. I couldn't deal with that. I just couldn't deal with that. It's bad enough in the fuck. Imagine the summertime here. Do you know how much you sweat, like, anyway, on top of it, just stinking like a prick anyway? You know?
Looking like a prick, stinking like a prick.
Fuck off, man.
Acting like one.
You could definitely turn this positive spin on stinking somehow.
I think you could turn a positive spin more on no sense of smell.
There's loads of people out there that can't smell.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You could go and be like a fucking porta potty cleaner or something, like.
Build a little farm for them and they can all meet up.
What do you mean?
For the people who can't smell.
Build a little farm for them?
Yeah, let them run free, like.
Shut up. That's your answer to everything.
When in doubt, build a farm.
Oh, fuck off. No, but you could, like, you know, you could be a fucking, like, sewerage tank inspector or something. Be grand, like, but you just wouldn't. I don't know what you'd be inspecting. That's good shit.
That's shit there, right?
You think you're too good to clean them or fill them? Oh no, I'd be inspecting them. Fuck you.
Why would you be filling them?
Yeah.
I definitely don't think I'm too good to fill them. I reckon I fill it one a year.
Most people just use the toilet, like.
And sorry for having high hopes, Mike.
Would it heighten your other senses?
Tony, you wouldn't get spidey senses, no.
You wouldn't heighten your other senses, no?
No, that's not actually how that works.
No? Like, can't smell something, you can hear better, you can see better.
Yeah, he's saying no, and of course he's saying no, you knew that. I was trying to keep us down, Todd. Had a Papa Tony for fucking thinking he could run a fucking restaurant in a bus, and now he thinks you couldn't even be a sewerage tank inspector. Like, just trying to keep us down, man. Oh, the prick.
I don't think you're qualified, to be honest.
Well, I go and get qualified. I said you go and do it, like.
How qualified would you have to be?
And like it was, I don't know, there this time last year. Now it's here, like levels wise. I think that's it. I don't want to put down the profession of a fucking sewerage tank inspector either here. Like I don't know what they do, but
well, yeah.
I think I'm capable of anything. That's what I'm trying to say.
Any sewerage tank inspectors who are annoyed at these comments, just message into @BigMikePod on Instagram and Twitter.
Well, I heard the work is shit, but the money's good.
We're only ripping the piss.
Sometimes when I drink too much, I puke in the toilet. That'd be in there too, wouldn't it?
Good one, boy. That was a very good one, Mike. But is there anything else about it that we should know, Mike, before we go making decisions here?
No, you're just smelly, so like no one's gonna want to be too close to you. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't like improve it by changing your diet or cleaning better or anything.
Would I just stink or would I be really sweaty?
You'd only be sweaty the normal amount of sweaty, but you'd always smell like you had just been really sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that's tough. Like,
it would be kind of handy to have both, wouldn't it?
No sense of smell and be really sweaty. For who? Who's that handy for? That's not handy for you or other people around you.
To have both than one of them.
You'd be better off not being able to smell and smelling nice for everyone else, so people like you, than not being able to smell, not even knowing it, and smelling terrible.
Ah, yeah. That's evolution, like, you know what I mean?
What's evolution?
Because you stink and you can't smell because of it. Like, they're like, here, it'll save your nose.
Use it for something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'll go with no sense of smell.
And Tony?
Yeah, I'd definitely go with no sense of smell.
Feel like life wouldn't change much. So, both boys, they're finally back agreeing, and they both agreed that they would rather have no sense of smell than smell. But let us know what you would rather over on @BigMikePod on Instagram and Twitter. Would you rather live in the world of Game of Thrones or live in the world of The Purge?
Oh, Jesus.
Just in case any of our listeners aren't familiar with either of them, in The Purge, one day a year, there's a 12-hour period where all crime is legal. So basically, people break into your house and kill you. And everyone goes on big murderous rampages, and they're the greatest movies ever made. Now, obviously, in The Purge, it's only in the USA, but in this scenario, it's everywhere in the world. And Game of Thrones is, I think most people know it, but it's like a medieval fantasy world where everyone's at war and you're probably going to be living in poverty.
Yeah.
But your options are, you're transported to exactly kind of your level.
I knew it.
In
I knew
both
it
those
as well.
worlds.
I knew it.
No, he always
I was
wants to
just
keep
about to
us
say,
down.
I've been raised in one of those things. It's different, you know? Yeah.
So you're not the king in Game of Thrones, and you're not one of like the super rich people in behind all their shutters in The Purge.
Oh, Jesus.
You'd be like boarding up your doors with, wouldn't you think you'd actually spend all your money all year on like trying to protect yourself from the fucking Purge?
That's pretty much what you do. You spend your
and
whole time building these crazy things to keep yourself protected.
That's one of the things that baffled me about the movies is why they didn't.
Yeah, like an hour before they're starting to board up the windows.
Yeah, they're just getting ready like an hour before there could be fucking...
The first one, they have the big security system, don't they?
He's a rich guy, that's why. He's the guy who made the security systems.
Okay.
Yeah. And he wasn't even safe, like, so...
But sure, imagine hackers and stuff if you had a big security system, like...
Like, Tony, you wouldn't even have one. You could probably get one in the future, but right now you wouldn't.
What's the date?
It's March the 20th to the 21st.
At least you'd have Paddy's Day out of the way, like, be a bit of crack, wouldn't it?
No, you wouldn't
Have
be
a
able
good
to enjoy
Paddy's-
Paddy's Day like you've...
You'd be hungover still.
Nah, you wouldn't. You'd have a good Paddy's Day and then you'd be like, alright, let's get ready for the Purge in 3 days, not an hour before.
You'd be dying by the time of the Purge. You'd still be hungover.
No, you wouldn't. Stop it, will you?
Would you join in?
Joining the Purge? Nah, you couldn't morally, like. I know it's your world and you live there and you're probably going to do it. But see, the thing with the Purge one is, like, for 364 days of the year, everything's normal-ish, you know? Whereas Game of Thrones, it's just fucking dragons now. I know you don't see them much, but, like...
Yeah, the CGI budget isn't there for them all the time, so you'd be okay. You'd be okay 364 days a year with that, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dragons aren't in it that much.
Yeah, but...
There's only 2 dragons in the whole thing. Most people didn't see them.
Well, there's 3.
Yeah.
But so there's only 2 at the end. Okay, 1 at the end. Right.
I don't know, though. Game of Thrones could be a bit of fun, that life, you know? Could be.
I think it'd be miserable. You'd be dirty and everything. Did you ever see the fucking Like, the civilians in that, they're just... You may as well have the fucking BO problem.
You could have a bit of fun. Like, you never know, you could end up building yourself up. You know, dedicated, work hard,
You think?
work up the ladder,
And what? Become king?
betray everyone. You got to betray everyone, obviously, but
Yeah, but you're not born into that family, like.
So you'd be working behind a nice tavern, sawdust everywhere, giving out bowls of like lumps of things, lumpy bowls.
Well, kidney pies, yeah.
pigeon pie.
I don't know.
The Purge seems more terrifying to me. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's only one day a year scary.
One
like.
day of the year, people go nuts. Like
I
you'd
know.
be living your life, I think, just afraid of that one day. Whereas if it's every day, I think you'd become numb to the fact that it's every day.
Yeah, that could be true. But like the thing is, when he says like you only go down you go across your level, like so you get transported there and you're at your own level in society. So we would basically have our lives now. If it was the Purge, we'd just be afraid about that one day. Whereas Game of Thrones would be like, fucking, don't know what to expect. Shit everywhere on the streets and fucking loads of slop. And fucking,
Be different.
it's not different in a good way though.
You never know. You wouldn't have to. Like maybe because it's Game of Thrones, I'd end up doing something else.
Like what?
I don't know. It's Game of Thrones. God knows what.
It's only the world
Making
though.
swords or I don't know.
But you don't think you'd be a barman? Like?
I probably wouldn't in Game of Thrones.
No.
Honestly. Doubt it.
In a world with less opportunities.
But you can just go around hunting and making your
In a
own
world with
food.
less opportunities, you're going to make more of yourself. That's what you're saying.
No choice then, you know.
Yeah, the Purge one would be terrifying though. Like, imagine that night, like, that night sitting at home and the fucking sirens going and the fucking people bashing on your building, like.
God, your tears.
Even your neighbours could fucking come and attack you, like. And you like them? You know, you're friends with them?
I feel like hiding in your house doesn't seem like the safest thing. I don't know, do you know, like go and hide under a bridge or in a forest or like dig a hole and lie under the ground for a while or...
Yeah, it is crazy how people just lock themselves in their houses with their little wooden doors, like.
Underground bunker.
Yeah, but...
Someone could just start a fire.
Yeah, see, I think, yeah, like Mike said, if it was like transported to that world, so we still live here, I'd just be gone to the countryside. Just fuck off to not even a village, just go to the forest. But then if someone comes to the forest, you're fucking completely fucked. Like.
You are, but it's a lot less likely.
Yeah, I know.
You know, in the Purge world, people are really into weapons and the Purgers. So they would be getting like thermal guns and stuff. They'd be able to see you from a mile off.
I don't know, man. Fucking...
It's a lot harder, I think it'd be harder to survive in the Purge.
Do you think it's just one day a year, though? Like, I think your life would be fucking miserable in Game of Thrones.
In this flat, where would you be hiding?
What do you mean? In the Purge?
Where would you be hiding?
But as I'm saying, I wouldn't be here. Like, I'd be somewhere else. But I don't know where. I'd figure it out, like. Maybe spend all year saving to buy a boat and just fuck off out into the middle of a lake or something.
Lake? Lakes aren't that big.
Big lake. Well, I was going to say the ocean, but there's no fucking ocean for miles. Or would you just book a holiday to New Zealand because they're never going to get on board? Like
everywhere, he said.
I know he said everywhere, but I don't think New Zealand will get on board.
Like it wouldn't just be the one day. You'd have to deal with kind of the aftermath all the time. So like, obviously your friends would be dying. You'd be in fear all year. You know, it's not like you just remember it the day before.
Do you think people would be like super nice to you just for the year? People would be really fake, I think.
You'd never trust anybody in that
No,
world.
you'd never trust a single person. But you wouldn't trust many people in Game of Thrones either, bro.
You'd probably just have a more normal life. Now that you're fucking making me think Game of Thrones might be a better option.
You wouldn't? Like, I just think Game of Thrones you could, you know, I don't know.
What's the name of the world in Game of Thrones anyway? Where do they live?
Depends on where.
But the world? Like, it's just called the world, is it?
Westeros is like the main continent where it all happens.
I wouldn't be in Westeros though.
Well, you'd start off there.
Why would that be where I start off?
She's telling you.
It fucking would be. That's why.
Oh, that's shit, like.
You're starting off in fucking Casterly Rock with the Lannisters and you're working in a pub there.
They're not the best, are they?
Not the best. They all pay their debts, but they're not the best.
I just get up and go, like.
Yeah.
Learn how to fight. Little sword.
And then find out what's Westeros.
Yeah.
Original.
Nothing is the answer.
Oh.
Then again, would you actually join in the Purge, like?
Nah, I couldn't. I couldn't fucking morally do it.
Of course,
would you?
Say that now, like.
Did you?
No.
No, you
No,
didn't. Would you? These little faces. Oh, no.
Well, no, whatever. But weird. Do you get people like cards on the day to purge or day after? Like happy purging.
Everyone tells each other to stay safe. That's like the little kind of.
Is that it? Stay safe.
The little motto. But in Game of Thrones, winter's coming. Like.
Yeah, who knows how long it'll last? I don't know.
Wait, wait.
What?
Are we in the middle of Game of Thrones when we get thrown in there? Yeah.
You're at the start of season 1, but you don't remember what happened. It's not like you know. Oh, I'll go here. There's not much happening here for a while. Then I'll go there.
Yeah.
Jeez, it'd be tough because they just attack fucking. I don't know. I wouldn't be getting
a
involved.
White Walker though. That could be a bit of fun.
How would that be fun?
I wouldn't know, would I? You don't know till you try it, not till you try it. Like.
I don't know. I wouldn't be getting involved. Like, just be trying to stay out of trouble.
Well, in both worlds.
Yeah, in both worlds, just be trying to keep my head down. Like, not getting any arguments. Like,
which is scarier? Which word?
Purge world is probably scarier now that I think about it, because like you piss someone off once and then they're coming for you.
Because they're like encouraged to. Whereas in Game of Thrones, they'd only be coming for you if they were that kind of person anyway.
And if you were someone worth coming for, you know.
Yeah. Then you gotta compare. The Purge world is like just our world now. So like you have Wi-Fi, you have games consoles, you have mobile, you have smartphones. Whereas Game of Thrones, you have you're pissing into a bucket in the corner of the room. And
I don't know.
I know, but you'd be doing that one day a year in the Purge anyway, wouldn't you? Just terrified, locked in a room, pissing into a bucket.
In case someone came through your toilet.
It's a real fear.
Coming on there from out the toilet.
Hello, I'm your sewer tank inspector.
It's like
How did you get to the inspector, you prick?
It's like a parody of The Ring.
Oh, fucking hell. I don't like either of these options, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it.
This one's one of the hardest ones for me. You know that?
None of them are supposed to be good.
Yeah, I know that, Mike, but like every once in a while, like.
This one definitely is one of the hardest ones for me, like.
Me too, I'm fucking torn, because it's like, I honestly, when I thought about the Purge one, I was like, oh, one day a year you'd be a bit nervous, like, and you'd just find a way to deal with it. Because I think a lot of the shit they do in it, they're thick as fuck, like.
Yeah.
But with the Game of Thrones one, I was like, it's fucking misery all the time, like.
Mightn't be, like, might be a bit
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, and that's what I'm kind of leaning towards now.
But, you know, the Purge, like you say, it's your own life, and then without crime, and probably better economy, because so many people are dying all at one day of the year.
Oh,
So the economy would be better, like,
would be better,
you know,
for us.
everything wise, might be a little bit easier
Yeah,
of everyday life after, you know.
I fucking hate both of these.
Both of the medias, or
Oh, no, both these options, you prick. But I think,
Game of Thrones, you have a chance of dying every day, like, every day.
yeah, just from an illness, like,
Mm?
just getting a bit sick, like,
Getting sick.
that's a fucking tough life to live.
plus you have like a big lord like Tywin Lannister coming through. You know, and just kind of like to set the scene of what kind of guy he is. It might just kill you.
Yeah, you're just the unlucky one, like.
Well, if he goes to do that, I'd just slice him up.
How? You would not.
I'd slice him up.
And someone else would kill you then immediately.
Yeah, but it's Game of Thrones, isn't it?
So you'd just be dead within a day, like.
Probably.
So,
But at least I got to play Game of Thrones.
yeah. So, like, you, every time it's go there tomorrow. So you could live your life grand in the Purge for, I don't know, almost a year or 9 months. And then, but no, you'll take death tomorrow instead of.
It doesn't mean I die tomorrow.
And just because you're a smug prick, no one actually said.
See, in the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die, and that's what Tony knows.
Yeah.
He's living by that
When
model.
you die, that's it.
No, 'cause there's surely just normal people there who like survived all the seasons.
Yeah, there's your man, what's his name?
But just like he has a normal job and that.
The little guy, like.
No, I know, but he's somebody. You're nobody, like.
And you'll never be anybody.
Hey.
You'll never be an inspector.
Jesus, I doubt they had any sewage inspectors there. Just crazy people.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And of course, in Game of Thrones, you could easily get like enlisted into the army during the war. Easily. Nice able-bodied fella like you, Tony.
Good, yeah, but you could also flee. See what happens. I'd probably, like I said, I probably wouldn't work in a pub. As soon as I get there, I'd just go out to the middle of nowhere and start hunting and cooking food myself.
Out into a field.
Yeah.
Everything. It's your answer for everything.
It's kind of a good answer, like.
Yeah, no, like no, in
that sense,
I definitely get that.
I mean,
think
you probably would find people trying to rob you and stuff all the time, but
just have fuck all.
you just have to really learn.
But they kill people for no reason. They're just passing through, don't they?
Just gotta learn.
Learn what, like how to fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
You would just get good at hunting, though, wouldn't you?
You would.
Yeah.
You'd get very good at all that. You'd learn it.
I think you fucking die the first day and you wouldn't.
Could also happen. That could happen. You know?
Yeah, but Purge is like terrifying all the time. Scared. I thought it'd be okay.
So modern, like someone could just come with explosives. There you go. Boom.
Everything over level the 10 weapons are banned.
Yeah.
So technically there can't be explosives.
Oh really? Okay.
But like Molotov cocktails, they're okay.
Set a house on fire, like.
Don't know. I think you have to ask the all-important question. Like, I think we're ready, are we? Are you not?
Yeah, go on.
No, are you though?
Yeah, I'll just pick something. Go on.
What do you mean you have to fucking...
I can't pick, like, I just pick something.
You're really torn?
I'll pick... Yeah.
You're slipping a coin in your head, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me. Which would you rather?
I'm going to go with Game of Thrones.
Because it sounds cuddlier. I get it.
Yeah, it sounds more interesting, you know. Something different.
And Liam?
Yeah, I have to go with Game of Thrones as well. Like, when I actually started to really think about the Purge, I terrified myself, so...
Yeah, but imagine in the Purge world, I know you've already decided. But in the Purge world, on Purge night, you'd be able to, like, illegally stream movies for the first time.
Or podcasts. Hey.
Don't be doing that.
Both the lads picked that they would rather live in the Game of Thrones world. But let us know over on @BigMikePod on Instagram and Twitter what you would rather. So everyone who's listening to the podcast so far knows that I have a lot of charity work I do here at the end of the show.
Charity starts at home, Mike. Yeah.
Each week, we take turns having a segment. And this week, the charity starts at home because I'm having a segment myself. My segment, which I've rather wittily called The Weirdest Thing I Bought This Week, is where we each show off to each other.
That's very witty.
Isn't it? No, you don't know, because you don't know what the segment is yet. So we each show off the weirdest thing we bought this week to each other, and then we all critique it. So over on Instagram and Twitter, you guys will be able to decide which of our things is the weirdest. So I'll show you my thing first, as it is my segment.
Yeah.
And my name is on the marquee.
Come on, you prick.
So I didn't really get anything that weird. I just got something really like cool and stylish.
Right, go on then.
That
suits you. That suits you.
Yeah. It's a little hat with a little fan on it.
Yeah, but not like, what are they? It's a propeller, is it? Is that what you call it, a propeller?
Mm-hmm. Can you actually take flight with that?
I tried. When I lose another stone, I reckon I'll be able to.
Jump off the roof with it.
Yeah. So it's really, really trendy. And yeah, like Liam says, it does suit me. It's this really cool little hat with the propeller on top. It's all rainbow colored, just like every cheeky little boy wore in every 80s and 90s movie.
I was just thinking that myself. I was just thinking that. What 80s movie was it where someone wore that?
Yeah, so, I mean, I think I'm just going to wear this for every recording now.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, because I used to have this reoccurring dream where there was an old man who wore one of them, and then, like, he used to take me for a spin on his bicycle that flew using balloons. It might have been a TV show that I watched, but I kept having a dream about it afterwards.
Dream? I missed that part. I was like,
oh.
I was looking at you like, Liam, what?
Yeah, no, but it suits you, Mike. Oh, it suits you.
And it is a handy fan for when I'm pretty hot, like, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to wear it on your head, though, no?
No, you hold it like here as a fan, then you put it on.
As a man.
Yeah, it's not only the weirdest thing I bought this week, it's also the best thing I bought this week. I'll be posting a picture to every single one of our social media accounts of me wearing this hat. So who's up next, lad? Who wants to go? What weird stuff you bought this week?
Tony, I think.
Me? Okay.
Putting it out of his pocket. What does that do?
I don't know. Like
It looks like a key, but I can't quite see the bottom of it. I can only see.
that's exactly what it is. It's a key.
Let go.
What?
So
why?
he can see that bit.
Why?
So he can see the bit you're
right.
holding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The key. I don't know. Like it cost me exactly a tenner, but obviously
You paid a tenner for that.
Obviously, it opens something. I'll figure it out.
It doesn't open anything.
It has to. No one sells a key.
So it's like a comically large key, but like not actually comically enough large that it's funny.
The guy in the shop.
Wait, it twists.
No.
It twists. Wait.
Oh, the guy in the shop.
Go twist it. See what it fucking does. It's a bottle opener.
It's a bottle opener, and he didn't know.
Ah, that's disappointing. Right?
It does open something.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's my big opener.
That's Tony's big. Oh, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, well, like, it's funny because when I bought it, the guy looked at me and kind of was laughing because I had to go and I was in a what do you call them, thrift shop or something like. And I had to go behind a cabinet and everything. I was like, why do you sell a key? In my brain, but you know, I couldn't speak it. And when I was buying it, he was kind of smiling at me, looking at me, laughing. But
oh my god!
I thought it was like, you know, I hope you find what this opens. I thought he was doing
amazing thought.
But, yeah, just the key. I didn't know it was a bottle opener. It's kind
Does
of
that make it
perfect
better
for
or
me
worse
now.
for you?
I don't know.
Better.
Yeah. Well, I kind of hoped it would be like Secret
It
Treasure.
was way too heavy to.
Secret
not
Treasure
be
or something.
like-
You know what I mean? That could open a safe in my brain.
Yeah. Safe bottle of wine.
Yeah. Well.
Wine cellar.
Open something. Yeah, wine cellar.
Has the bottle opener part made it weirder or less weird?
It's a good point. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I have bottle openers, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, it's a corkscrew, I suppose, not a bottle opener. Well, you could open a bottle with it, but
If anybody wants it, I'll send it to you on
he's thinking of it already.
Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. It's no problem. You know?
Just pay the postage and a shipping and handling fee?
No, I'll tell you what, I'll pay it. And I'll send it to you.
Oh, very nice, Tony.
Oh,
No problem.
just whoever votes for you in the poll. Now, what's Liam got? Something pretty...
T-shirt. What? Explain what that says, there, Liam.
So I can't see it all. So it's a nice grey polo shirt, very comfortable looking, and it says Yurt, which seems to be some kind of logo, and then underneath it looks like it's been personalised and says, is it Inan? Inan?
Inan or Inan, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's I-N-A-N. If you know how to pronounce that, let us know. But I don't know what Yurt is. Like, I've searched this logo and I can't find anything that matches it. But the reason it's weird is because I found it in a charity shop, and Yurt is a very Limerick word. And I was
Yurt.
just, yeah.
Yort.
Yeah. So it's what we say for yes, and when we're happy, sad, whatever, we're like, Yurt, Yurt, Yurt.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we use it in context?
Yurt.
Jesus, look at that, would you? That's great, isn't it?
Yurt.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you want a bag of cans? Yurt. Do you have a bag of cans? Yurt.
Yurt. Was last night any good?
Yurt.
Yort.
Nah, shit. But yeah, no, you can look it up on Urban Dictionary anyway, if that explanation wasn't good enough. But it's an extra small man's polo shirt, which I've tried it on, not gonna lie, and it's pretty revealing in the belly area. So
If you want to see it, just
See, I'm going to wear the hat in the pictures for the poll, so I think you might have to wear the t-shirt.
Oh, really? And Tony's just gonna hold up his big key.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna find something to open it with. I bet you still open something.
Okay, so I can pop it on. It was like I can suck in and with the grand. But yeah, I don't know the name Einan. Like Einan, if you're listening.
Got your t-shirt.
It looks like it was personally printed to me.
Yeah, no, but I think Yurt is like a company name, and then Einan was like the name badge.
Uh-huh.
So you think Einan worked there? Because to me, it's like the font for Einan is like Comic Sans. So it looks to me like Yurt is some kind of like weird tourist place, and you buy a T-shirt with your name on it with their logo on it.
Maybe that's it. But I don't know. It looks more like a company. What?
If you're Einan, who either works at Yurt, went to Yurt, just likes the word Yurt like us, then get in touch and we'll say Yurt back.
Yeah. I'll describe the logo a little bit. So it is a red oval with a white Yurt written inside with a green outline, and then there's a little daisy underneath the word Yurt. So, Einan, if you can figure that out for us, that'd be super. Love to hear what the fuck's going on here. So, Mike, that was your little segment. Did you enjoy it?
I mean, it was my decision, but I'm glad you didn't oppose too loudly beforehand. And I suppose we should really wrap it up for the week. I mean, it's been fun. I've learned some stuff about you guys. I've learned your opinion on Muppets. I've learned that you both think you don't stink, which is pretty funny. And I've learned that season 8 didn't put either of you off living in the world of Game of Thrones. So that's nice. So guys, if you have any would you rather questions for us, let us know. You can email us over on wouldyourratherwithbigmike@gmail.com or at Big Mike Pod on Instagram and Twitter, or Would You Rather with Big Mike and the Boys on Facebook. Just shoot us a message, either tell us what you thought of the episode, if you have any opinions on what you would rather, or any future Would You Rather questions. Plus, if you want to be part of the podcast and you think you're better than one of the lads, just let me know and let me know which lad you'd like to replace.
That I would like to hear.
And Einan, if you're out there, just let us know. We just want to get your T-shirt back to you.
Special guest.
She gave it away, or he gave it away. I don't even know what that name is. It's a nice name. I like it.
If we can do one thing from this podcast, it would be reuniting Einan with that T-shirt. So Einan, please get in touch.
That they gave away willingly. And I bought for 80 cents. Yeah.
Tony got ripped off with his
completely ripped off. I was like, why would it be a tenner if it does nothing else? Like,
well, I thought I was going to find treasure. It's the start of a magical story, like.
So, thanks for listening, guys. Come back next week where I'll be asking more Would You Rathers, and one of these boys will get their little segment back. Thanks, bye.
Thanks, bye.
See you now.
Yard.